I am the lead vocalist for Mourning Lilith. We're a band from Western Australia. It's kind of funny. When I met my guitar player, I thought he was a YouTuber, and a YouTuber that I had beef with, so I didn't want anything to do with him. Like, I avoided him because we went to school together. And he saw a video I did when I was doing guest vocals for Motionless in White, and he walked up to me and hugged me, and he was like, "You still smell like Chris Motionless. Do you want to be in a band?" And I was like, "Okay." So that's how we got started. Well, I mean, Get Conquer and Shira, they put this contest together, and I entered it not thinking anything would happen, and we ended up winning, and we found out 2 weeks ago that we were playing Warped Tour, and they didn't know we lived in Australia, so I had to call the guys, and I was like, "Guys, you have to find money, like, we have to play Warped Tour, it's a huge opportunity for us," and somehow we made it happen. I guess the biggest misconception about us is that when I step on stage, everyone's like, "What is this girl doing on stage? Like, get off the stage." And then the second that I like start my vocal track or whatever, everyone just loses it and they're like, "Whoa, this is happening. Like, this chick is actually doing this." So that's kind of a common misconception with us, is that I'm a girl, but that doesn't mean I can't hold my own with guys. Another misconception is that we're not a Christian band. Like, we don't claim to be a Christian band or anything like that. But a lot of my lyrics do come from like experiences, like whatever biblical or like anything in real life that I've like experienced. As a vocalist, the guy that got me into doing vocals was actually Matt Good from First to Last. The first time I ever screamed was to Ride the Wings of Pestilence by that band. And my friends were joking around and they were like, "Hey, scream that part Matt does." And I was like, "Okay," jokingly, and I ended up doing it. And I was like, "Whoa." So for me, that's kind of my influence. And it just grows from there. I mean, you've got like people from freaking Frankie from Emure. Then you've got people like Tyler Carter as a singer, or just as like a front man at all. He's incredible to watch on stage. And then you've got Alex from Chelsea Grin. He's just, the way he moves, he looks like a snake, and I like more like performance type stuff, like how people move on stage. And as far as our music goes, we're influenced a lot by like Chelsea Grin, Bring Me the Horizon, Motionless in White, of my like those kind of bands. And so that's kind of us. Just send me kind of like the instrumental tracks, and then I'll record rough vocals over top, and we'll just send it back and forth until we get it the way we want, and then eventually I'll go into a studio and just record my parts, and then that's how we're gonna do it. So Lilith was actually Adam's first wife before Eve was actually in the Garden of Eden. And Lilith wanted to be an equal to Adam, and she didn't want to be dominated, but he wanted to dominate her. So she, as the Bible says, she's only mentioned a few times, but it says she grew wings and she left. She flew out of the Garden of Eden. She didn't want anything to do with him. And yeah, now she's kind of seen as like someone who tempts men and like strangles children. But yeah, I mean that's where the band name came from. It's kind of open to interpretation. Either like things could have been different if she stayed, or like she's mourning that she left, or Adam's mourning that she left. So it's kind of whatever way you want to look at it. The EP, I don't even know, like, we're trying to get it finished. We have a few guest vocalists that might jump on, but we're kind of waiting for that. Like, I've got a bunch of friends that want to be on it, but it's just a timing issue, and we're so anxious, we just want it done. We're already 5 songs into our full-length record. Like, that's going to be an 11-track record, so I mean, that'll be out sometime next year, and the EP will be done this year for sure. God. Geez, that's crazy. Okay. I'm just gonna say Issues, Hardest, Secrets, Bring Me the Horizon, Motionless in White. 5 bands. Yeah, all the homies. Bonkers. Okay, ideally, 5 years from now, touring the world with my best friends, like the guys in the band, like we love we are basically family. I mean, they traveled to America for one show, so I mean, if we can do that, we can do anything. And I know that with all the people that support me and what I do, either on the internet or like in person, I know that we're gonna be unstoppable. Like nothing's gonna hold us down. So I don't know what the future holds, but I'm excited to find out. Well, it's kind of crazy. The guys leave on the 24th. They're only here for like 6 days. We might be playing Ventura tomorrow, Warped Tour. We actually just got offered right when we got off stage. They were like, do you guys want to play tomorrow? And so we're trying to organize that. But we can't really afford anything else at this point because we paid out of our own pocket to get here. And I mean, this is what we do. I mean, it's an industry. You got to pay for stuff. You got to pay it forward. And then one day, hopefully, like a label will back you or like whatever. We can get some support that way. So, yeah. Check us out on Facebook, facebook.com/Mourning Lilith, and that's like our Instagram, Twitter is all at Mourning Lilith. Yeah, that's it.